I really wanted to come for two reasons. One, to pay respect to all of you, but perhaps the most important reason, I wanted to come and pay my respects to my leader, Charlie Rangel, who has been so steadfast on all of these issues. People may look to see how I vote, but that's because I look first at how Charlie's voting. And so it all goes back to Charlie Rangel, whose voice has been so incredibly powerful. The question of why we aren't getting more Republicans, I think one of the reasons, I'm going to be frank with you, is because money talks around here. And if you look at where the insurance companies and all the opponents of this legislation have put their dollars in helping members get reelected, I think that goes some ways to explaining how they're voting at the end of the day. We need to have campaign finance reform, get the money out of politics, so as members put their card in the House in the slot to vote, they're thinking about you and not thinking about, oh, are my donors, are those big PACs going to stop giving money to me? This one is so, this will be the biggest bill I've ever voted on in the 12 years I've been here, but I think it really does stand up next to Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid as historic landmark legislation. And that when we pass it, there's going to be so many things that pretty much everybody can find that's good about it on day one. We have a very robust package of things that kick in immediately. No longer will children be subject to pre-existing condition exclusion. So if there are children in the community that have asthma, who you find that they can't even get insurance for those children because of that, they're not going to be excluded anymore. And if it's a family that has limited income, they're going to get a subsidy when the exchanges go into effect. But no more pre-existing conditions for children. We'll be able to keep our kids up to age 26 on our plans. There will be no more annual or lifetime caps. So if you are someone or people in your congregation who have chronic diseases, who find that 6 months into the year they've already exhausted the amount of money the insurance companies say they'll pay, no more. There's no more caps for a year, and there's no more caps for a lifetime. Small businesses are going to get up to 35% premium support. So there's going to be small businesses that are going to say, I can now afford to provide insurance for my 5 employees or 6 employees. Women, right now being a woman is a pre-existing condition. I'm telling you that even maternity has been called a pre-existing condition. Can you imagine? For women of childbearing age, older women who have been discriminated against in wages all their lives, this bill ends gender rating once and for all. We pay about 38% more over our lifetime, women, for health care, just because of how our bodies are. And so this is historic. The other reason the Republicans don't want to vote yes, they want to bring this president down. They want to bring our president down. They've been pretty clear about it. Who was it? Jim DeMint said that we will stop Obama if we stop this bill. And that's true, because right now I'm emphasizing the positive things, but in some ways this health care bill is like a clog in the drain. And if it doesn't come through, if we don't pass it, nothing else is going to pass through it either. We're dead in the water in terms of the legislation on the Obama agenda, on the progressive agenda, on the House agenda that we really want to get passed. It's over. They want to destroy the credibility of this president as someone who cannot govern, and they want to say that when Democrats are in charge, we can't make the difference. We can't be the difference or the change you believe in. Forget it. can't trust them. So this is it, and you can be so helpful to us, I think, in talking as leaders in your communities and your churches. And let me end with this. Every other industrial nation in the world has answered the moral question. And at bottom, this is a moral question. Should people in our country, our own people, die because they don't have health care? Should people in our country go bankrupt or lose their homes because they can't afford health care? Every other industrialized nation has answered that question by saying no. We're going to provide our people with the health care because it's the right thing to do. We stand alone as the United States of America in allowing people, 45,000 of them at least every year, to die, the cause of death being lack of insurance. It's immoral. And I think that we need to make that case even stronger. It's not just about the dollars. It's not just about the specifics of the plan. It's about whether or not we are going to decide that the American people are not going to die for lack of health care. So thank you for being here, and thank you, Charlie, so much. I love you.
I just asked a question, our famous question. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining us. And as you know, we're also here in support of the legislation H.R. 1964. And as a member of the Energy and Commerce Committee, we very much ask for your support. We will follow up with your office and with the hope of discussing it in more detail. Yes, it's HIV/AIDS.
I'm sure I'm on it.
Not yet, but no, not yet. Okay. But today is a good time to get on it. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Because we see the connection with HIV/AIDS, because when you talk about pre-existing condition, HIV/AIDS for many people, not having access to health care, HIV/AIDS. Then there is a feature within the health bill that talks about early treatment of HIV and AIDS, and we very much support that. And throughout the HIV/AIDS community, all of us applaud that as being one of the key features that have continued in that bill. So there are so many aspects of the comprehensive health care reform bill that we are in support of it, and everyone has spoken that they go hand in hand, and so we appreciate your support, and we're giving you our support. Thank you so much. Thank you.